Let's do this. I used to say that all the time. I was kickboxing instructing. If you are ever in Vegas or coming down to visit and you're like, hey, I need to work out, and I get to invite somebody or bring somebody with me, one person, no more than one, and with me every day, and there's no limit on it. Let me know what you think about the videos, and if the information I'm sharing with you, some of the tips and little things that I do, if you've implemented it or worked on it to help you, let me know if it is or isn't. I've never been one to exercise and just be like, I'm only doing one and it's gonna take everything I have to do something just once. My mind has always been more, and more. By more, I don't mean when you're maxing out, alright? Just to get that straight before somebody says something. So besides upper body, I have been working out on my legs, from toes up all the way to my hips, as far as high as my legs can go. And calves are always something nice to work on. Everybody always points it out. Your upper body's so big, your lower body's so small. And with calves, it's not something you need to really rush. It's nice. You need to have really good control, especially stretching down on the bottom. I wouldn't suggest going all the way down because you could tear something, especially Achilles tendons. The ankles are very sensitive. You think they're pretty strong, but they're not because you're always on them. But it's really good just to get a good squeeze, work on a few reps, go up in weight, and then you could go down if you want to, just to go all the way up, all the way down. And one of the things I like working on or look at about myself is, besides when you look in the mirror, you're looking at everything in front of you. You gotta realize you gotta work on what's in the back of you too. So on this exercise, it's my second time doing it. I've done it before and I learn as I go. So one of the things I've learned, am learning, and hope that you take in consideration is warm-ups. Every exercise that you do, really warm up on it. Get some reps in, really get the blood flowing, get a good pump in your muscles before you start hitting the heavier weights. And I find by doing that and not sandbagging later on when I'm still have energy in my weight, I'm finding that what my start off weight is and what my max weight is, and the numbers of reps that I'm going for, and how to breathe and control and form, like I've always been mentioning. In between this workout, legs, I do not like feeling tight and so swollen in my legs, even though it happens with the exercises, especially this one. So during the exercises, like I was stretching before, so just say you're stretching right now as I was doing. Drop your head all the way down to the top of your head, point down towards the floor. Do not hold your head up because it causes a lot of tension behind the neck. And when you're into your stretch, just let your hands dangle down, let it relax your back, and think about it. Just be relaxed as much as possible. And once you feel comfortable into your stretch, really give a big exhale, and you're gonna find that your body just falls a little bit more. Same thing with these lunges. You want to relax the hips, guys especially. We tend to have tight hips. Females usually have looser hips, and I know that by experience because when I was kickboxing instructing and did a remedial PT in the Army, and as a remedial fitness instructor for the troops, I would always tell them that, and they enjoyed it. And I've always had compliments about how I stretch out people, and it goes along with your exercise. It doesn't mean you get more energy, but you feel a lot more comfortable and you feel in control rather than being so tight and tense. With this exercise, again, it's my second time doing it, and the first time doing it, I only had a plate, 45 plate on each side and a 10 the first time, and this is day 2. And how I went up so much was really just showing my body, getting comfortable with form and control, and realizing, giving myself a heads up what I'm going to do next time. And it's good to practice every new machine. Just start off in baby steps, start off with lightweight, really practice on form and control. And day 2, this is, like I said, and I went up in weight pretty good. Along the way, I'm trying to also not just go so much reps. I wanted to feel swole, but not tense, like I said. So if you're gonna try to catch me contradicting myself, which is while stretching, I like, you're naturally just gonna feel swole, and your calves, or not calves, your thighs, and other muscle body parts. And I really had to figure out my foot position. Some people go narrow. I find that hip width is good for me. Maybe next time I'll try angling my feet out or in, see if there's a difference. But if I do that, it's going to be with lightweight. Same thing with this. I start off with warm up. It's really, as you can see on the side, it feels lightweight. and I'm just getting the blood flowing going in. And it's a really important thing, especially now that I'm taking creatine, is that it's not all about just knocking out like 20 reps. And there's one thing I mentioned in the previous video about sandbagging, and sandbagging it's good in certain things and so much, and certain things is not. And this one, it's not sandbagging, it's a warm-up. So say you go heavy and you're showing off in front of friends, and you're saying, oh, this is the most weight I've done, and you're doing like 15 reps or 20, that's sandbagging. So you really want your max weight to just go to where you have nice good form and control, and you could barely get 2 and grind 2 out, maybe with a spotter. So with legs, this is week 2 if I didn't mention that already. Going on week 2 today, and today's 4th of July, and I got other videos that I want to show with y'all about other exercises that I'm doing and things that I've gone up in weight in, and it's simply by learning or practicing good form and control and taking each day one day at a time. And I may not be the buffest guy, but in time you'll see that I will be not the buffest, but in really good shape, good definition. Just showing here that I went up to 80 pounds. I went higher than that, but it's just not trying to keep these videos too long. This one I feel like should be nice, sweet, and short. So if you enjoyed these video, people, let me know what you think. Tell me about what the tips, what you learned from it, and what you're doing. Thanks again for watching. You know what to do if you want to see more.